Keilim Perak Tet Zayin Mishnah Hey, fifth Mishnah in the 16th chapter Sechet Keilim. Talking about other new Keilim. We did the leather. Okay, now we're back to plant-made Keilim. Patilya. Tmeya. B'chasina Torah it's patilya. Kupa asuya miminim shel arava. It's made of willow branches or whatever. And you put in growth figs. So that's tmeya. That's a usable kli. V'chasina Torah. Chasina is like a kupa, big box. Asuya mikotzim. It's made from thorns. Umisimin batit. And you put in mud. So I guess it's not a usable thing according to the Bartanura. The Rambam says something else. The Rambam says it's huge kli. Let's talk about posen for a second. Here, he says the chasina is this big thing they would use. It's a kupa gedola, like a house, made of arava, made of willows, mostly, that they would fill with wheat. Kind of like a storage unit. And the reason why, according to the Rambam, it's makabel tuma, it's Torah, is because it's not movable. Remember, we learned, in order for a kli to be makabel tuma, it had to be movable on some level. Signiot shel alim, suga b'shoshanim. It's like a kfikfak, a small basket made of leaves. So they would use everything they have to make these small, I guess, sandwich bags, to horot. V'shel nitzarim, but if they're made of twigs, okay, tzurei hadekel, or parts of the palm branches, then Tmeot, then they're tamei, because it's going to be more lasting. Similarly, chotal shu noten letocho v'notel letocho tamei. A chotal, kli shosim michariot shel deka. They make it from branches of the palm leaves. Umenichibot tmarim, and they would put the dates in there. Bashlim, in order to, that's what they would use in order to let them ripen. So they would make these sort of pockets, these pouches of palm. So the Mishnah says the following: if it's noten letocho v'notel letocho, if it's a reusable, if you can put into it and take out of it, then it's tamei. But if you can't open it unless you tear it or untie it, then Torah. The Bartanura says why? Tashmish arai. It's a temporary use and not a permanent use. So really interesting halacha that would have some resonance. And now we know exactly what they're going to do in the Beit HaMikdash. What are they going to do? They're going to use chad pami. They're going to use disposable things that you don't have, that they're arai. Because anything that's arai, that's disposable, doesn't have the status of being mikabel tuma. It's tahor. It's not mikabel tuma. The only problem with that is that, I don't know, if you're eating in the Beit HaMikdash, is it really so nice to eat on paper plates? I'm personally against it. They probably could solve the problem by doing it on bone. They'll probably get real bone china, or clay evan. I'm sure they'll be able to quarry beautiful plates made out of evan that are not makabel tuma at all. All right, before we finish the Mishnah, I just want to go and see Rav Posen. He calls this is the petilia. I don't really know. I mean, he must have done some research to see what it is. This is the chasina. The Rambam talked about this big storage area. Okay, that the Bartanura says it was like used for for manure as a storage area. Sununiyot shel alim, they were just like a cover for made of leaves. Okay, and the chotal, they would make this thing that they would use, okay, to let the fruit ripen. All of these things depends on if they're reusable, then they are tamei. If they're not reusable, then they'd be tahor. All right, we'll stop here. As we always do, dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.